we will start immediately to the next session, which is actually a general assembly of our society and the presidential address of our president at the end. To make it short, I need to announce that the board had already a meeting, and we have unanimous decisions about who is being voted for being a new member, because Serrick, our president, steps down tomorrow. This is his last day as president. He becomes executive board member, and so we need to replace him, and also someone will replace Serdar Günaydin, who is our vice president, and he becomes tomorrow the president. So we need a vice president. So the secretary of society, Professor Antonitsis, will announce the decisions that we've made.
Yes, okay, thank you very much. So we have the new president, that is Serdar Günaydin, cardiac surgeon from Ankara in Turkey, who is the former vice president and becomes the president. Serrick, the president, moves to the executive board now, and we have a new member. So a perfusionist is taking place of another perfusionist. So the place of Serrick is taken by Ignazio Condello, chief clinical perfusionist from Italy, Bari. He's here. I saw him. Yeah. Yes, okay, congratulations.
And the new vice president?
And the new vice president is Ashraf El-Azawi, the cardiac surgeon from Göttingen.
All right, so congratulations for both Ignacio and Ashraf. And now we have the honor to have with us online, unfortunately not physically, our president, his last day, Cyril Serrick from Toronto. Cyril, your presidential address then.
Hi, everybody. Just going to share my screen. Start again.
It looks to me complex, like MIEC, what you are doing.
Yeah, can you see my slides there now?
No, we see you.
No.
You just see me. Excellent.
So you can talk by heart. Forget about the slides.
Yeah. No, I want to show. I want to show this. Share entire screen. Yeah, here we go. I got it. And
yes, that's why you are the president, for the difficult time. Good man.
Well, my friends and colleagues, I wish I could be there in Thessaloniki to celebrate this 10th anniversary milestone with you. I think it's been an honor and a privilege to serve as the president of MIEXIS for the past 3 years. Our society is dedicated to the investigation, support, and future development of physiologically based, minimally invasive extracorporeal perfusion and related therapies. And I would like to thank the steering committee for its hard work and dedication in making this meeting and my MIEXIS such a success. Its membership is similar to the cardiac surgery teams, consisting of cardiac surgeons, anesthesiologists, and perfusionists with equal representation on the steering committee, with myself being the first perfusion president of MIEXIS. What one does during an operation has a direct effect on the others. So you can't have minimally invasive cardiac surgery without minimally invasive perfusion and anesthesia strategy. I remember our first clinical cases with MIEC. We were pioneers. You felt all alone, stranded in a desolate, unfamiliar place, really with no one to consult or talk to about your experiences and problems. And much like you see here, this is the tablelands in Newfoundland, which is the only one of two places in the world where the Earth's mantle is actually exposed. And you do feel like you're on the moon, and that's what we felt with using MIEC. we questioned everything about cardiopulmonary bypass, and it was like being in a fishing boat in the Grand Banks, going against the waves, going against the conventional wisdom. And the seas were rough, but we made progress, and positive results kept us going on. You knew you were going in the right direction, but you couldn't always see it. But then the first symposium of minimally invasive extracorporeal technologies happened in 2014. It was the first time centers from all over the world came together to discuss their experiences and how they did things. And you realized you weren't alone. Yes, the technique was mostly practiced in Europe, as it is today, but it was like going to a support group where you could exchange ideas and experiences. It was such a phenomenal learning experience. And it returned you to clear skies and calm seas. And it was from that meeting, Miexis was born. We had 120 founding members, 29 countries. Basically, a third of the members are anesthesiologists, a third cardiac surgeons, and a third perfusionists. We also have our industry members as well. And since then, we had a meeting every 2 years, and the best, Thessaloniki in 2014, Athens 2016, Bern in 2018, 2020, 2021, that was, COVID. So that was a very difficult time for us. And then back in 2022, we had our meeting in Canada. And the best of all these lectures have been recorded and archived in CTSNet and on YouTube. So, this is an amazing feat, I think. And then in between, we had the virtual update meetings in Thessaloniki. So as a society, I think we've accomplished a lot. In 2014, we had a consensus meeting in Bern, Switzerland, where we standardized the nomenclature. Up until then, the literature was riddled with different names for different things: mini bypass, minimal extracorporeal circulation, low prime circuits. And it was decided that it's not mini, but minimally invasive. So the consensus was to classify mini bypass then as a minimally invasive extracorporeal circulation, MIEC for short. There was a consensus on exactly what the definition of MIEC was. A closed circuit with biologically inert surfaces, reduced prime, etc., venous bubble trap, and having a shed blood management. So we as a society, we needed that. There were such differences between centers. We also had to classify the types of MIEC from type 1, which is basically an ECMO circuit with cardioplegia, to a type 4, which is a closed system with bubble trap for handling air, cardioplegia and a vent, and hard shell reservoir that we can use to use as a bailout system to go back to conventional bypass if needed. We also published a position paper on the effects of MIEC on patient outcomes in 2016 with an update in 2021. Along with the help from Gianni Angelini and the group from Bristol, the COMEX trial was started in 2017. It was a multi-center randomized control trial with the intent of enlisting 3,500 patients, randomized into two groups, MIEC versus conventional cardiopulmonary bypass. Unfortunately, COVID happened, and we had to stop the trial early with only about a little over 1,000 patients, which is still a large randomized control trial for cardiac surgery study. And even though it was ended early, there was a 25% reduction in primary outcomes. And we've sent this for a publication. We are now, as you probably know, we're moving to another multi-center randomized control trial with 1,300 patients. Elective or urgent cardiopulmonary bypass in 2 categories, CABG only and AVR or CABG patients. Again, randomized control, MEAC versus cardiopulmonary bypass, conventional. And we're looking at, again, primary outcomes and secondary outcomes, as you see there. We're starting online courses for MEAC with the intention of having self-learning modules. This will consist of lectures from experts in the fields along with technical videos, etc. And the educators will be expert perfusionists, cardiac surgeons, and cardiac anesthesiologists. We also have centers and individuals from the society that can help centers who want to implement MEAC in their clinical practice. So you can send a team to us to learn the technique, and likewise, individuals can be sent to your center to give lectures, run simulations or wet labs, and to help proctor your first clinical cases. You just need to contact us. Lastly, as I attend these presentations and look at the program, I'm reminded that one of the most important things for our society to flourish is mentorship. It was Benjamin Franklin who said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn." The only way to improve on what we do is to mentor and allow ourselves to be mentored. We must engage our colleagues, especially new graduates and learners, and be willing to teach and open our own minds to new ideas. That's what this meeting is all about. Pass on our experiences to the next generation so that they may learn and use those building blocks to further improve upon our quest for better patient outcomes in the adaptation of MEAC. And let's face it, it may not look the same, but it will be for the better. And I think the last 10 years has just been only the tip of the iceberg. MEACSIS is committed to the promotion of safe, effective, and innovative, minimally invasive extracorporeal technologies and techniques for cardiac surgery with a scientific, evidence-based rationale. So I'm very excited to see what the next 10 years will bring. I invite you all to be members and promote your colleagues and teams to become members so we can be one voice that strives to the continual improvement of patient outcomes. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Serrick. I think this has been a great journey for you and for us, having you in our, let's say, team since 2014 in Thessaloniki. So it took a decade for you to complete your cycle in MEACTIS. And now I think the post that you will have as an executive board member is the same. It's also very, very difficult looking at our task to promote and expand minimally invasive extracorporeal circulation. So on behalf of all the members of MEACTIS, I would like to thank you for being with us, for being active, for inspiring us in this journey. And I'm surely believe that every time somebody leaves, the other who come to replace them definitely at some point will become a lot better. And this is important for any society in order to promote. Okay, so we take the experience from the others, we put some new ideas, and this leads to development and to progress. That's how it goes for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Bye.
Bye.
So I would like to invite